the title that they give themselves within their company. In LLCs, you have owners of companies and you have those who govern the company. They're two different things. Think about it as two different hats that you wear in your company. If you're a single member LLC, you're basically doing everything for your company. You're wearing multiple hats, but in the legal sense, you're wearing two distinct hats, meaning that you're an owner and that you're also a manager. Now, that becomes important because the title or the designation that is technically the correct designation you should have is managing member of your company, meaning the MGRM. That's the title that you would put when you're incorporated. You're a managing member of your company. Now, if you put on Sunbiz that you are a authorized member, because that's also one of the choices, I believe it's AMBR that they have as a choice that you can make, then that's saying that you're an authorized member, meaning you're an owner of the company, but that doesn't tell Sunbiz and the state and the world that you have any managerial duties or responsibilities within the company. The same as if you put MGR, I believe, MGR, yes, manager next to your name, the title next to your name when you set up your company, you're telling the world, Sunbiz and the state and the world that you're a manager for the company, but you're not necessarily saying that you have any ownership as well. So that mistake of not putting the correct title to your name becomes very, very important when you have other parties like me. I always pull up their Sunbiz profiles when I'm dealing with a company. I always want to see who the members are, who the managers are, who are the ones who I'm authorized to talk to as managers. It becomes very important. And then part of that too is if you have a wrong title or you don't understand the distinction between both of them, the ownership and the governance, then it becomes even harder to put together a corporate governance document, meaning the bylaws or the operating agreements. It becomes very hard to do that because you don't understand the role that you're playing. It's one thing to say, I talk to a lot of small business owners and they go, well, I'm an owner or I'm the founder or something like that. That may be true. That's very well true. But legally speaking, what is your title? Are you an owner and you're governing? Or are you an owner and then you have someone else governing? Or are you governing and then you have someone else owning? So legally speaking, it's very important for that title. We spoke about LLC, so let's talk about corps and incs really quickly. For corporations and incs, the owners are called shareholders, and those who are governing the company are called the board of directors. Now, the board of directors can also elect officers like your president, vice president, secretary, treasurer, co-vice president, whatever you may want. You can appoint officers to help run your companies. But again, those board of directors and those officers are governors of your company. It doesn't mean that they're shareholders. So a lot of times I'll see in corps or incs, and I pull their Sunbiz report, and the Sunbiz report will say president of the company. And I think, okay, great, that's your title of the company, but it doesn't show me that you have any sort of ownership. So if someone is telling me, I own this company, and I look at Sunbiz and I see president, or I see board of director or director or something like that, that doesn't show me that you own the company, right? But it's kind of harder with corps and incs because they don't really give you the option of putting shareholder. So board of directors sometimes works. But a lot of the small companies that I've seen set up or that I've set up have been LLCs. That's why it's really important that you have the correct title when you do set up your company.
The content on Minding Your Business is for informational and educational purposes only and should not be construed as specific legal advice. This show discusses general legal issues affecting business owners. Opinions of the guests are not necessarily that of the show. If you need assistance with your specific legal issue, please consult with a licensed attorney.